Hey guys, and welcome to the first ever episode of MCC Team Predictions. Today we're going to be looking at the MCC 25 teams and ranking them based on who I think will do best this MCC. Quick disclaimer, these are all my opinions. All of these teams could very well win. It's very much based on game order and just overall performance and how people are feeling that day, so just don't take any of my predictions to heart. Coming in at 10th place is the LLAMAS, consisting of Pizza Hut, Captain Sparkles, Solidarity Gaming and Ant Venom, with a combined total of 7952. This team I think is going to come in last, mostly because it's going to be Ant Venom's second event, and Captain Sparkles and Ant Venom I think are probably going to play for fun this event, seeing as they're very, very close friends. And this is going to be the first time they team together in an MCC. Solidarity Gaming has come off some fairly rough events, and this team could very much surprise us, but I think I'm going to stick with them being in 10th place, as Pizza Hut has also been coming off some rough events. But I think this team will be very good vibes. They all get along very, very well, and I'm sure it'll be an absolute blast to watch. So, 10th place, LLAMAS. Coming in at 9th place is the Pink Parrots, consisting of S Major, Filzer, Green and Wilberset, with a combined total of 8121. Socket Duo. With Filzer and Smajor, this team is probably one of the best teams I think I've seen of Season 2. Like, these vibes are I'm gonna say vibes a lot this episode. These vibes are immaculate. Completely exquisite. Green and Wilbur, last time they teamed was Pride 21, and my goodness, that was a good event. That was a really good event. Filzer and Smajor to round it off. This team is by no means bad. In fact, it's actually a pretty good team. But I think without a doubt this team is probably going to be playing for fun, as this is a very highly anticipated team that everybody's been wanting, and Filzer probably is going to try and make Green swear, which would be pretty hilarious since Green is strictly PG, but I think Smajor might actually hop in on that and try and get Green to swear as well. It would be funny. This team would do pretty good in movement games. I think Filzer is very good at games with Elytra, same with Green, so they do very well in Ace Race and Terra Swoop Force level to get to the other side. So this is a team to watch. For vibes, I think this is the most popular team and it's going to be a blast to watch. So 9th place, Pink Parrots. In 8th place, we have the Orange OCELOTS with Hannah Rose, 5UP, Red Velvet and AMZ, with a combined total of 7318. We used a score of 1,800 for Red Velvet, as he's only been in non-canon events. This is going to be his first canon event, which will be exciting. He did place very high in Pride 22, but that doesn't really help when it comes to thinking of stats for canon events, as non-canon events lots of people play for fun. This team is very, very underrated. People saying it will place 10th mostly because of the fact that it's Red Velvet's first event, and it's Hannah's second event. But this team is going to be a monster in team games. Grid Runners and Sounds of Time, they've got this. 5UP is an excellent leader when it comes to team games. Hannah Rose has the mechanics needed to win in PvP games. Red Velvet mechanically is very, very good. And AMZ was an absolutely dominant Sandkeeper in MCC 24. So this team could very well be the underdogs of this tournament. And they're being slept on. I know the Reddit doesn't like that, but they are being slept on. So in 8th place, we are on OCELOTS. In 7th place, we have the Blue Bats, consisting of Illumina, Pearlescent Moon, False Symmetry, and Elena, with a combined total score of 7806. this team is either very strong or will underperform. Illumina is Illumina. He's absolutely cracked. Pearl has to wake up super early for this event. I think she has to wake up at about 5 for Australian times. And she has what's called the early wake up buff, where for some reason she just does better when she has to wake up at the crack of dawn. Pearl is very much, she can either do not the best, or she can do really, really good. And I think that makes Pearl probably what can make this team propel forward, or maybe not do as well. They all have to do very, very good for them to win, but I think it depends on Illumina and Pearl, really. False is also very much can do insane or not the best, but False is a mastermind of dodgeball, and it is September. It's September. The False winning in September. It could happen. It could happen. I don't know very much about Elena. I don't think I've ever watched one of her VODs, but I know she is very good at to get to the other side. I know she did very well in Terra Swoop Force. So in 7th place, the Blue Bats. Coming in at 6th place, we have the AQUA AXOLOTLS, consisting of Purpled, Rambo, Jack Manifold, and Snifferish, with a combined total of 8237. This team is either very good. Actually, no, it's just a good team. This is a good team. Purpled is on his way to being an S tier, 100%. Won 1st place and he's up there. Rambo is very, very good. He is probably one of the better hole-in-the-wall players in the event. He got a 2-peat. That's not even a peat. It doesn't have a peat at the end. It's just he just got 2 hole-in-the-wall wins, and is known for being honestly a jack of all trades. Jack came off a very good last event, getting to dodge bolt in the previous MCC, but unfortunately losing again. That's, I think, 6 or 9 round dodgebolt wins in a row, which is nuts. So maybe we'll have better luck this event. And Snifferish is by no means bad. She won her 1st event, which is absolutely bonkers, and she is quite good at some games. I think this team will excel in PvP games, and movement games, honestly. It will be a very chaotic POV, but I think they'll get along very well. So in 6th place, AQUA AXOLOTLS. In 5th place, we have the Purple Pandas with Fruit Berries, Wisp, Awesome Dude, and Eret, with a combined total of 8361. Now, the top 5, this is where it started to get very difficult to pick who wins, because the top 5 are very, very similar. Fruit is very cracked, very good at movement. I think Fruit is probably the best mechanical player in this event. Wisp is a mastermind at BattleBox. He is very good at BattleBox. Sam is a hunter, so he is also very good at parkour tag, games like that. And Eret is, again, he's one of those players that has enough knowledge about the game, as he's been in nearly most of the events. Like he knows a lot about MCC. So he's an OG. So we have knowledge, and then lots of movement, and very good at PvP. I think if they got a Survival Games finale, it could be a force to be reckoned with here. It's just the other 4 teams, I think, just have a slight edge over consistency when it comes to games. But this is a very strong team and could come anywhere from 5th to 1st. Honestly, like the top 5 could come anywhere between that. So this is going to be an interesting event, as Wisp hasn't been in MCC for a bit. I'm not exactly sure how long, but he hasn't been in a few events. So it's interesting to see how this team will do. In 5th place, Purple Pandas. In 4th place, we have the Red Rabbits, consisting of Sapnap, Foolish Gamers, Ponk, and Gumi, with a combined total of 8366. This is a PvP team to be reckoned with. This is one of the most terrifying PvP teams. If this team gets survival games late, they probably will get into Dodgeball. Sapnap is the best PvP player in this event, I think, by far. Foolish Gamers is he's getting better every single event, and his average of 1927 really doesn't show how good he is getting. Ponk doesn't really have a insanely strong game, but he doesn't have a weak game either. Ponk is very much he could do insane, and I think with training from Sapnap and Foolish, Ponk could really be a force to be reckoned with here. And Gumi is very good at survival games, and she is also one of the reasons why this team will do good in survival games, because she always wins. Obviously not always, but she's very good at survival games. That's where she gets lots of her coins from. So if you see this team in survival games, just run. Just run. In 4th place, the Red Rabbits. In 3rd place, we have the Yellow Yaks. Please do not hunt me down, Reddit. Trust me, I have my reasons. So, Yellow Yaks consist of Puns, Antfrost, Shubble, and Blushy, with a combined total of 8457. This team is insanely strong, with Puns and Antfrost being probably one of the most scary looking duos of Season 2. What were they thinking? Puns and Antfrost, excuse me? Scott, how? What part of you thought, let's put Puns and Antfrost together? I mean, it's gonna be cool, but it's so strong. Shubble and Blushy. Shubble is a player that usually gets in the bottom 10, but has been known to pop off in some events. This team very much is a case of Shubble, because this is a team with very, very powerful leadership, and I'm not sure if Puns and Antfrost will clash over leadership here, but I think this team is very much dependent on leadership by Puns and Antfrost, because Blushy has the mechanics needed, and Shubble is a veteran, so I think if they don't clash over leadership, this team could easily make Dodgeball. Very, very easily make Dodgeball. So in 3rd place, the Yellow Yaks. In 2nd place, we have the Cyan Coyotes, consisting of H-Bomb, Tubbo, Critic Zeus, and Kara Corvus, with a combined total of 8172. This team doesn't get what it's actually worth, really. H-Bomb came first in the previous event, which is nuts. He is the first person who isn't S tier to come first in an event, because I'm pretty sure he denied it because he wants to stay H tier, which is just a Chad move. Tubbo came off of a Dodgeball appearance. He fell in the lava, but we're going to ignore that part. H-Bomb and Tubbo will make a very good duo, as they did make it to Dodgeball at previous events, so their teamwork is very, very good. Critic Zeus is one of the most cracked players in this event at the moment, and I would say with a little more practice, just a tiny bit more experience, he's probably on the level of CPK. His stats definitely, from being with the Simmers where he plays for fun, they hold down his stats from him being by himself where he makes top 15, and Zeus really, that 1v3 on Dodgeball, he is honestly one of the best players in the event at the moment, so this is definitely a team to watch out for. Kara Corvus is a veteran who knows a lot about the event, and she can pop off in certain games with right leadership. This is a team to be reckoned with, and Kara Corvus is also very good at team games. She very good with communication. and games like Build Mart's not in this event. Games like team games that requires communication, Para will excel in. So, second place, Cyan Coyotes. And in first place is the Green GECKOS, consisting of JoJo Solos, CPK, Smallish Beans, and Good Times with Scar, with an average of 8-6-7-1. This team is busted beyond belief. I think Smager might want Scar to get a win, maybe JoJo as well. I don't know what's pushing me to think this, but boy is this team good. Like, JoJo and CPK, insane team. You can tell Smager's a JoJo Solo's S tier denier. JoJo and CPK, insane. Smallish Beans, Survival Games Menace, coming off his PvP up. He got second place in Sky Battle in MCC 23, I think it was. He's popping off at the moment. Very, very good player. And Good Times with Scar, Hawkeye himself. That man is getting to dodgeball. He's getting the first one before clutch. Don't even deny it. He will. This will be a very, very good event for Scar because of Battle Box. And I know Scar isn't known as the best Battle Box player, but this has lava, and if he gets a bow, he's going to be pinging people straight off. That might go against him though, as he might accidentally slip off himself, but even so, this will be a very, very good POV, and it excels in movement games. I think it's first in Ace Race and Parkour Tag, which makes this a very, very strong team. I don't think it's a bad team in basically any of the games, really. It has some good, ones like, again, Ace Race and Parkour Tag, also Hole in the Wall, and Scar is on his way to making Hole in the Wall Scar safe again, so this is going to be a very fun team to watch, and if you're looking for a team that will probably win, or at least make it far, then watch this team. It will be fun. First place, the Green GECKOS. Thank you for watching the very first MCC team prediction video that I've ever made. Again, these are my opinions solely, and you put your predictions in the comments. I'd absolutely love to see them. Prove me wrong, if you will. If you enjoyed this video, then like and subscribe, as it would really, really help. And I'm trying to reach 3K by the end of the year, which would be an insane task. But if we can do it, that would be pretty awesome. Right, I'll see you in the next video, and bye.